Rabbil Alamin wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Our listeners at home, I'm Abdul Hakim Qasim and I welcome you to another edition of Everyday Muslim Show on Women Radio 91.7 FM. Today is Saturday, the 1st of August, 2026, corresponding to the 17th day of Safar 1448 after Hijrah. It is the third Saturday of the month of Safar, the second month of the Hijrah year 1448 AH. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of life and the gift of good health. On this program, Everyday Muslim Show, we try to address misconceptions about Islam, foster peaceful coexistence within the society, and guide the everyday Muslim on their journey in Islam. This program is brought to you by the Muslim Public Affairs Center, MPAC, in partnership with Women Radio 91.7 FM. All right, this program is also streaming live on YouTube via the Women Radio page. Search Women Radio on YouTube. Click on the page and join in to view the studio live. Later on the program, inshallah, we'll open our phone lines for you to call in and share your thoughts. The program, like I said earlier, is Everyday Muslim, and it is brought to you by the Muslim Public Affairs Center in partnership with the management of Women Radio 91.7 FM. We're using this opportunity to also secure sponsorship and advert placement on this program to keep it going. This is a very good platform where you can actually bring your products and services, your programs, your events to the awareness of the world. And this program is actually streaming live on YouTube. So everybody in all parts of the world can actually view it. So this is a wonderful platform for you to bring your products and services to the attention of the world. So we are waiting for you to bring in that announcement, that advert, and at the same time you all can also partner with us to sustain this program, the Everyday Muslim. Today, inshallah, I want to take a look at something very, very important, and it's a very important topic. We have very wonderful, delightful guests in the studio. So today, inshallah, we want to discuss tomorrow in my hands. Tomorrow in my hands, and our guests. Yeah, emphasis on guests, because we have 4 different personalities joining us on the program today. They are students from Heritage Global Academy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, it's a pleasure to have you on the program. All right, so talking about tomorrow in my hands, every child has the potential to become someone who makes a meaningful difference. A doctor who saves lives, a teacher who shapes minds, an entrepreneur who creates opportunities, a public servant who leads with integrity, or a citizen whose character inspires others. But the future we hope for is not built by chance. It doesn't happen by miracle or just by accident. It has to be something that is built through dreams, hard work, discipline, strong values, and faith. This is the inspiration behind the topic tomorrow in my hands. This program encourages children to see that while parents, teachers, and the community help to guide them, they also have a personal responsibility to dream big, prepare diligently, make wise choices, and contribute positively to the society. So today we'll hear from the children about their hopes for the future, the commitment to good values, and how they believe they can make Nigeria a better place. So let's begin by discovering the dreams that will shape tomorrow. So in the studio today, I have 2 wonderful boys and 2 wonderful girls. To my right here, I have Abdurrahim Onigbanju. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
All right. And to my left, I have Abdul Majid Amin Ibrahim, right? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And we also have some beautiful female sisters in the house. So first, I have Takia Babalola. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And we also have Zainab Shiv. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Speak out. You need to speak out. People want to hear you. All right. So, viewers at home, if you're actually viewing us on YouTube, and if you're just listening via your terrestrial radio, well, we have these wonderful guests in the studio. They're all students of Heritage Global Academy. All right. To begin with, probably let me even start with you. Abdurrahim, what class are you?
I am in JS3. I'm going to SS1 next session.
Okay, just going to SS1. That's wonderful. So, what department are you looking at?
Um, so throughout JSS3, I was thinking I was going towards the art department, but then my mother told me that there are not so much opportunities in arts, and upon researching, I confirmed that. So I'm looking towards science.
You're looking towards science. Okay. So, Abdul Majid. So, what department?
I'm in science department.
You're in science department, okay, already. So, what class are you?
I'm in SS1, going to SS2 next academic session.
Okay, going to SSO. The very senior man. All right. You're very much welcome. So, Takia, what class are you now?
Currently, I'm in JS3, and next session, I'll be moving to SS1.
All right. So you'll be moving to SS1 next session.
Yes.
All right, good. So what department are you looking at?
Science department.
Science department. Science department. So you're already in science.
Yes.
He's also thinking of going to science. You're also thinking of going to science. Okay, probably Zainab would actually change. I don't just want everybody going to science, 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 science. So Zainab, so what class are you currently?
I'm in JS3.
JSS3, also
Going
moving to SS1. So what department are you looking at?
Accounting.
Good. I love that. So you're going to the commercial department. Oh, accounting. Wow, accountant. Well, yeah. At least I love the fact that someone is doing something different. Science, 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 science. All right. Okay, so let's start this way. Every great achievement begins with a dream. So, what's your dream job and what inspired you to choose it? You were already contemplating going to art class. So, why art class before and now why science class? What exactly are you looking at as a future ambition, a career, or a dream job?
So throughout my elementary school, my teachers were telling me that I had good essay writing, and I actually wrote a few books, and I published them in my school.
Wow.
And people told me that they enjoyed it.
Okay.
So then, upon getting to secondary school, I was introduced to basic science, and I had interest in basic science too. So upon my mom telling me that there were not much opportunities in the arts department, I moved on to the science.
And before your mom told you there are not much opportunities in, the arts, what exactly, do you have interest in?
I have interest in writing.
You have
Writing
interest in
books.
writing books. So who now told you that there are not so much opportunities in the arts that probably now made you deviate? Because you said your mom, but in reality, is it that you have stopped writing? Have you stopped
I
writing?
haven't stopped writing. My mom wanted to make it clear that I can write books at the side and I can have a major occupation at the same time.
Okay, so what major occupation were you thinking of before your interaction with your mom? You've not made your mind as of then.
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, I'm just trying to interrogate that because we need to be, convinced of whatever steps we want to take or whatever thing we want to do in future. Not just because my mom said this. Does that mean if probably a counselor you were to meet your counselor tomorrow, a counselor says, Abdurrahim, why not consider probably a career in accounting, just like Zion? I would say making a whole lot of money. You can, become work with different top audit firms or these big accounting firms across the globe. So would you also change?
No, I wouldn't,
You wouldn't.
because working is not all about the money.
Okay.
So
Now that you are thinking of science, okay, let's leave money. Don't worry, you don't need money right now. So now that you're talking about sciences, so what are you looking at in the
I'm
science?
interested in being a medical doctor.
Medical doctor. All right. Okay. Good. Medical doctor. So we'll hold that thoughts for now. All right. So Abdul Majid, you're already in the sciences.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at as your dream job?
Growing up, I've always dreamt of being a doctor, but upon learning that I have to spend 7 years in the university, I didn't really want to spend that much time.
Where are you rushing to?
I just didn't want to spend a lot of time in university.
Okay. So what are you thinking of now?
So later on, I researched about high-paying jobs in the 21st century because I'm someone that likes money a lot.
Oh,
So I then decided I wanted to be an aeronautic engineer, mainly because of the money and my love for mathematics too.
okay. So you're thinking of aeronautic engineering.
Yes,
So what do aeronautic engineers do?
they build, design, construct airplanes,
Aircraft generally.
aircrafts.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. At least we have an idea of what you want to do. So medical doctor, aeronautic engineer. All right. So we're on track. We're on track. All right. So Takia, Yeah. What's the interest like, or what exactly interests you, and what are you looking at?
So
In the
I'm
nearest
looking
future.
at being an aeronautic engineer also.
Whoa. Uh, is this a thing in Heritage, Global Academy?
No, that's just because of my passion for math, science, and calculation subjects.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be aeronautical engineering.
I don't know. I feel like I'm interested in out. I
Why?
want to try something new.
Oh, you want to try something new? Okay,
Yes.
there are so many other new things that you can actually try your hands upon.
I
Medical engineering is there, mechatronics is there, and so many other fields like that.
actually did this.
Cybersecurity.
Yeah, I did research before
Mhm.
I finally chose it, and after my research, I found that maybe the one that I liked the most was the aeronautic engineer. So that's why
No,
I chose
probably
it.
because it
And
looks very unique from every other.
yes, and there's someone who inspired me also.
Who?
Mm, Elsie girl. She's the first female aeronautic engineer ever produced in the world. So
Oh, I love
currently
that.
she's my role model. I want to be
Oh,
like her.
oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, role model. That's nice. All right, Zainab. So, what's you already talked about accounting, right?
Yes.
So, why accounting, and what are you looking at? When you talk about accounting, it's a very big field actually, and that must have been something that convinced you. So, why accounting?
I actually want to become a chartered accountant.
Not just an ordinary accountant. I like that.
Yes.
That you're saying a chartered accountant. So, how do you know that there are accountants, but not all of them are chartered?
Yeah.
And those that are chartered accountants of a higher category, right? So good. Okay. So, but why? Why accounting?
I believe that financial integrity is the backbone of strong businesses. And I was inspired by Osesere Okundai. She
Mhm.
started her journey at the age of 13. But at the age of 16, then she became the youngest chartered accountant.
Wow.
I Her story shows me courage, discipline, and faith. That means dreams can be achieved even though you are young.
Yeah, absolutely. 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 That's wonderful. I love this. I love this. And they were doing this, and it shows quite well we have an idea of what we want to be, and we're already even picking role models in that particular field. And I find that very, very insightful and interesting. So now, dreams are very, very important, and they are future things, but they only become a reality through constant preparation, actually. So let me ask us, so what exactly are we doing today that you think is preparing you for that particular future? Let me start with you, Abdulmajid, this time around. You're the most senior here. So, what are you doing today that you think, some of these activities would actually lead me to where I'm going? You talked about being an aeronautic engineer. Yeah. So, what are you doing today that you think is preparing for that future?
I know success just doesn't happen overnight, that you have to work hard. So in my school, we do robotics class, and since robotics is mainly about building, constructing, and designing of robots,
Mhm.
so it can also help in my career. It can give me an idea, a blueprint of how my career is going to be, how I'm going to be building aeroplane, not robots.
Okay. Oh, robotics. So you already have that in the school, and you engage in it.
Yes,
You're a member of the robotics club, and you're doing all that.
yes,
That's good. That's good. At least a foundation, putting things together, joining things, trying to make things happen. And when we talk about aircraft, so many things are involved. So many things are involved, especially in terms of the economics, trying to make it look very beautiful. There's so many wirings, so many connections, so many, a lot of engineering actually,
yes.
goes behind the scene before we are able to see that beautiful aircraft, that flying miracle, that flying machine. All right, so Abdurrahim, now the medical doctor. So what are you doing at the moment that you
So
think it's in line with that pathway to becoming a medical doctor?
So in Heritage Global Academy, we take courses on Leader in Me, and in Leader in Me, we have the 7 habits of highly effective teams. So habit 1 and 2, be proactive and begin with the end in mind are the principles I follow daily. So my end in mind is to be the best medical doctor in the world and to make a mark in the books. So I try to introduce myself to information every day. I I do chemistry and biology, and I just try to research on current doctors and how they are doing it, how they are succeeding and how they live their life.
I love that. Have you heard of Ben Carson before?
Yes, I have.
So, what do you know about Ben Carson?
So Ben Carson is the first black doctor, I believe.
Not first black medical doctor, but the one that actually performed,
Yes, the splitting of
Siamese twins actually. So, performed that wonderful surgery, and he's also an author. He wrote some books.
yes.
You've read his books?
I
Wow.
read on it.
One of his books. Which one?
And I think it was his biography.
Okay, his biography. Think Big or The Big Picture.
I read both.
You read both?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, so what are you doing? You are also following
Yes.
something similar to Abdul Majid.
Yes.
So aeronautic engineering. So what are you doing at the moment?
From what I heard, it deals with science,
Yeah.
math, physics, calculations. So in my school, we're open to lots of competitions. So I make sure I participate in any math competition, science competition I have the opportunity to participate in. And at home, I watch commentaries on this man, Sir Liangari. He's the director of aerospace in Confield University. So I
Oh.
watch as he talks about how aerospace is going to the evolution of aerospace in the coming years that we have.
All right. So the accountant in the house. So what are you doing at the moment?
I study hard in school. At home, I keep track of my financial.
Transactions.
Yes.
Wow.
As the prophet said,
So on your
small small acts of responsibility matter. So in my community, my responsibility is through service. So I also inspire others to do what I like. Like maybe they might have interest in it. Like for me, I have started my business. It's a big business. It's small, but I have my own money. If I ask my mom for money, she'll be like, I should go and make my own money. So if I make my money, I will not have to go and ask my mom for money because she might say, go and ask your dad or go and make your own money. So she also inspired me.
Okay.
So because she inspired me, I would love to inspire others to do so.
But yeah, good. I love the fact that you're also entrepreneurial in your approach as you prepare for your future, and that you even said that you have the record of your transactions. That's inspirational for me at this level. It's very, very good. But at the same time, I hope you understand the fact that accountants really don't deal with physical money.
Yes.
They take records of transactions.
Yes, like
They account for monies that they never even spent and they never even had connection with. But then it's wonderful that we are doing this. All right, let me turn the tables around. Well, let me start with the ladies this time around. Now, you're involved in some of these things, but here is the thing for me. A lot of us complain about Nigeria, and so if you're given the opportunity to improve one thing in Nigeria, what change would you bring, and how would you make that idea make life better for everyone?
So if I had the opportunity, I think I'm going to improve the electricity supply because today petrol or diesel is very expensive and eating deep into the finances of the people in the country.
Okay.
So if I could let me say gather a group of people to provide uninterrupted power supply for the citizens, I think that could reduce the cost of spending. So
All right, no, that's wonderful. So that's one problem that
yeah, I know.
let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. But well, we were born into a life where when the power supply is interrupted, we say, oh, NEPA. And when the light is restored, say, up NEPA. And today, it's unfortunate that many years down the line, it's still a recurring experience, even for my own children and people around me. So now that you're thinking of solving my problem, our problem, I would say thank you in advance if you're able to do that.
Inshallah.
But I don't actually pray that Nigeria would wait until you get to that level before our power station improves. But then I love the fact that you're already thinking of, oh, if I have the opportunity, this is one difference I want to make. Okay, let me go back to Zainab. All right. So this time around, so you are already inspiring people to actually be entrepreneurial, to also make their own money. But what exactly do you consider a problem in Nigeria that if given the opportunity, you would be able to solve, and how do you think that will make people better?
One thing I would like to improve in Nigeria is financial accountability.
Hmm.
Everybody says the government, the higher the
The people in
in
positions of
higher,
authority.
yes, they are stealing our money. So what are we doing? Like, if we get there, are we going to make Nigeria a better place? Like, in the Quran, it says Allah hates corruption and wastefulness.
Yes.
So by
La, la, la,
by
shit.
engaging in managing resources, I would like to create an avenue to teach people
How to
about,
make
yes,
better use of resources without having to steal and
yes,
without having to waste. Because I
yes.
love that Allah says, "In Allah la yuhibbul musrifin." Allah loves not those who are spendthrift, those who just waste resources like that. All right, change it into Abdurrahman. Abdurrahim, sorry.
I would like to create a skill hub that would give people the opportunity to learn various skills and vocations, and it would give people the ability to stand on their own 2 feet. They would be independent. They would be making their own money, and it will generally reduce the poverty and unemployment rate in Nigeria.
That's wonderful. That's good. That's good. All right. So, Abdul Majid.
I would love to improve the rate of education in Nigeria. So we know that education is the foundation of peace in any society. And one of the major factors for insecurity, poverty, kidnapping, unemployment is illiteracy. So by improving the literacy rates, we can have a better Nigeria where citizens are literate, they are independent, and they are capable of managing their resources and their family.
All right. Good. 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 All right. So this time around, let me turn the tables again. Okay. Let me start from Zainab this time. Often we hear people say that children are too young to make a difference. Do you agree with this? And tell us one positive way children can also help build a better Nigeria.
I'm not
In agreement
with it,
with that idea.
because every child can make a difference. Like, there was a video the founder of our school gave us. Everybody was in the car, and then a tree fell down on the road.
Oh.
So all of them were just sitting down in the car, and then it started raining. But a boy from the bus
Yeah.
came down to start. He knows that he cannot push the tree,
They
but
made
he
effort.
gave them the initiative to do so. So that child is like the leader.
Mhm.
He brought out the idea, then everybody joined in, and then they pushed the tree. Like that. If it were to be another child, they might say, oh, this is a great opportunity not to go to school or something else.
Let's just say about fun.
Yes, or
Opportunity.
work hard, or to work, but that boy was he really wanted
Change.
to change, to make a change in the community. So for children, we can promote respect for elders, care for our environment, and that gives us peace.
All right. I love that. I love that. For that video, first day I saw it, I was almost shedding tears like a small boy taking this initiative, and it's really wonderful. That's to show that, see, no effort is useless. And any positive effort in the right direction, regardless of your age, can actually make that big difference. Okay, let me come this way. Abdul Majid, do you agree with Zainab? Okay.
Yes, I agree with her point. And I know that our children are the leaders of tomorrow, so the fate of the future lies in our hand. So if children are raised with integrity, honesty, they are used to be hardworking, intelligent, and independent. We can abolish the corruption in Nigeria. We can have a Nigeria where everybody is living in harmony, where there is law and order in the society.
I love that. I love that because I remember that even the initiative of starting unity colleges in Nigeria was part of the fact that because the society was very much fragmented and people were so much divided, mutual distrust, ethnic, bias and the likes like
No
that. So, like, okay,
tolerance.
fine. If we have a school, a setting where people from different parts of Nigeria are able to interact from that young age, where their minds are not yet corrupted and they can, interact freely. By the time they grow up, it will be easier for them to actually interact with people of other ethnicities,
Yes.
other races.
Like me, I'm Hausa by trade
Okay, okay. From what state?
from Zamfara.
Wow, wow, wow. And so, how do you cope with the news that we always get from Zamfara?
La, we are bandits.
Subhanallah. Not necessarily about the I'm trying to imagine that if I were to be from Zamfara and I had families, relatives in
Yeah.
Zamfara, and every now and then I tune on the radio or television, and if probably any news I'll call from Zamfara, I'm always worried. So, how do you feel?
I feel bad sometimes.
Okay.
But you see, for Hausas, they say we just want to get married easily. But my dad wanted to make a difference. He wanted to be the person that makes the change in the environment. So he brought us to Lagos to come and study. But it's not like we have abandoned our our states. We are still from there, no matter what. You cannot change your ethnicity.
Mhm.
So my dad is also a role model to that. But we are still going back to make an impact in the society, to say that females can actually study. That's it.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I love the you see, you are being practical and don't worry. You'll be my MVP. All right, so yeah, Abdurrahim.
I feel like I don't agree with these statements, and I feel like children can make a difference. Like at that stage in life is the best time to decide how you want to live your life. Children can create initiatives, they can create groups, they can even create organizations that encourage uprightness, that encourage discipline, because it is from the foundation that you grow. So I want to explain this with an analogy. So we have two trees. One tree has a bad roots, it has bad soil, and one tree has good soil and it has good roots, it has good care. So that tree is going to grow and it's going to grow strong and tall, while the other tree is not going to grow that much. It might not even grow at all. So it relates in a way because when children have a good upbringing, they are less likely to be involved in criminal activities or criminal acts like corruption, stealing, and rape and all of that. But if they don't have a good foundation, they are not going to have a good adulthood.
All right, so take care.
I actually don't believe that saying actually. Because the Prophet
Sallallahu
Sallallahu
Alaihi Wasallam.
he said you should make use of 5 things before 5.
Mm.
And one of them is youth age before old age.
Mhm.
So if people believe that children cannot make a difference at this young age, is it when they go old they are going to make a difference? Obviously, that's not going to work. And also, there are thousands of children out there in Nigeria that are making great change. One of them is Hajar. At just 19-year-old, she won the Hashimate International Quran competition in Jordan.
Mm.
And also Mariam Yusuf, a 14-year-old girl, won the Spelling Bee World Cup in
Mhm.
China
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
So I believe that children can make a great change. So if children like that are making a great change in Nigeria, they can give other children the initiative that also they can also make an impact in the country.
I love that. I love that. In fact, it's the examples I even cited brought to the fore Malala Yousafzai. How many of us know
Yes,
Malala?
we know her.
Now
Yes.
you can imagine where she came from in Afghanistan, where they're actually discouraging, the female children from going to
studying.
school.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, being an advocate, she became a target and a whole lot of things like that. So, but still, she was
Doing
resilient.
her-
She's resilient and
Yes, she keeps on
she's
going on.
making waves. And now she's a global icon for education, especially
Yes.
girl child education. So that's to tell truly. And you're educating us, and you're educating even the adults there that see, give us a chance. We can actually make the difference. All right. Now, back to the fact that this program is Everyday Muslim, and probably for listeners at home, you might be wondering what exactly is going on. The program is Everyday Muslim on Women Radio 91.7 FM, and it is brought to you by the Muslim Public Affairs Center, MPAC, in partnership with Women Radio. So now, at this juncture, because we are Muslims, and Alhamdulillah, so I want us to look at the values of Islam that you think is actually shaping who you are, and your views about life, and talking about making a difference and preparing for a better future. So who's gonna go first now?
I
Okay, now I love this. This is getting interesting. Okay, let me allow Takia. You started earlier, so let me allow Takia start this time around. All right.
So the value that guides me the most is kindness. I see that. So let's say for example, I'm in boarding school altogether and some pisses me off and I'm someone who gets angry easily. Even though I'm trying to work on that. And let's say that same person comes to me to seek for help. And I say that person genuinely needs that help. Even though I'm still angry with that person, I'll make sure I show kindness to that person and help that person, because if I don't, the conscience in me will leave me alone as I've done the right, which is helping the person. So I think kindness guides me the most.
All right. So, um, Zainab,
The value that guides me the most is truthfulness.
acidic.
So there was a time I was tempted to cheat in an exam hall, but I remembered that Allah is al-Basir. So I was like, Zainab, no. Even though it's difficult, just try your own best and leave the rest. So as the prophet said,
So,
leave what doubts you for what. So that gave me peace, and then I did my best and left the rest.
Alhamdulillah. First said that ma yaribuka ila ma la
Ila ma
yaribuk.
yaribuka.
Leave that which you are in doubt for that which you are not in doubt. So Abdul Majid. So what values of Islam really shapes your personality?
The value that guides me the most is integrity. And we know that integrity consists of being honest, truthful, morally upright. Integrity is doing the right thing at the right time, even when no one is watching. So even the Prophet had
Sallallahu alaihi
Sallallahu had integrity. That is why a lot of people respected him. They always believed him. So if I continue to uphold that value, which I'm upholding, it actually earns me respect among my peers and it earns me trust in the community.
Mm. You know, one striking thing. Your surname is Amin Ibrahim,
Yes.
and that particular value is Al Amin. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was actually known as a trustworthy one even before he became a prophet. And that's why even his enemies, that's why the fact that they were fighting him, they could not find any other person that is worthy enough to earn their trust, to keep their properties other than him. So that's good. And now you choose the value of Al Amin and you are Amin Ibrahim. All right, so let's that be your watchword as you continue to grow. So now, Ibrahim.
The value that guides me the most is actually compassion. So when I was young, I would subconsciously do acts that earn me that value. Like for example, if my mother was sleeping, I would put a duvet over her, or I would adjust her head position, or I would help my sister arrange her room. Whenever I see somebody in pain, or they are stressed, or they are just not stable at that moment, I'm not at rest. I feel like I have to help this person. And even if they don't open up to me, they know that somebody is there. I can talk to somebody anytime. I can have comfort in this person. And I know that somebody is always there for me.
That's wonderful. And by the way, you have the Rahim. And Allah is the compassionate. Allah is our Rahim, the compassionate. Now you're also having compassion. But I think it's very important that we actually give our children very good names that would reflect the kind of values that we also want them to have. I love that. I love that. All right. So the program is still every day. We'll go on a short break. When we return, the program continues. Please don't go anywhere.
Masisondele, pela no tolo, helele. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. You can say it once or 100 times or more. You feel a peace inside and it'll open every door. That's the it's the best we do. I know. No, simple. Just that's it. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar. So much you can get just by saying those few words. You can renew your faith and be showered in reward. Oh, that's the power. It's the best we do to find love.
All right, welcome back. The program is still Everyday Muslim on Women Radio 91.7 FM. This program is brought to you by the Muslim Public Affairs Center, MPAC, partnership with the Management of Women Radio. And today we are discussing Tomorrow in My Hands, and we have as guests on today's edition of the program students from Heritage Global Academy. You can be a part of this discourse by calling the number 081 07000 917 917. That is 07000 917 917. And the number, the toll free line for our female callers is 0800 1235 917. 0800 1235 917. You can also send a message via SMS or WhatsApp to the number 081 55 917 917. I'll take that again, 081 55 917 917. All right, so we are waiting for your calls, for your messages. The program is streaming live on YouTube via the Women Radio page. Search Women Radio on YouTube, click on the page and join to view the studio live. And you can also send your comments on the live feeds on YouTube. All right, so we also want to use this opportunity that you can use this avenue to advertise your program, your services, your events, conferences, seminars, and the likes like that. So this is a very wonderful platform that is waiting for your adverts and announcement. At the same time, you can also partner with us to sponsor this program, so that's to keep it going. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you abundantly as we do that. All right, so we have students of Heritage Global Academy in the house. So we have Abdurrahim Monigbanjo here with us. We have Abdul Majid Amin Ibrahim. We have Takia Babalola, and we have Zainab Shew. All right, so these are wonderful children who are telling us what they're doing with their lives in preparation for that brighter, rewarding future that we all desire for our younger ones. All right, so we talk about how we can make a difference and kind of values of Islam that are shaping our personality. All right, so this time around, now I want to ask. We know quite well that doing the right thing is not always the easiest thing to do. It could be very, very challenging, and so I want you to share a time when you chose honesty, kindness, or courage, even though it was difficult. I know Zainab had already shared one with us earlier when she said at a point she was tempted to probably, cheat in the exam. I know a whole lot of students do that. Yeah, you want to play the smart one, but sometimes it could be disgraceful, especially when you're caught. And you're like, no, sorry, inshallah, I will not do this. Yeah, you said Allah is Al-Basir. Allah is all seeing. He's Al-Khabir, the all aware. He's seeing everything. And he said, I will give you information. I will inform you. I'll bring to your awareness all that you have done. I will show you. So, and that's kept you, except if you have another idea. But this time around, let me start from Abdurrahim. So, can you share an experience? And I was, a bit tempting, but eventually you were able to overcome and you stayed course on the right path.
Okay, so once upon a time, I was in time. I was in elementary school, and
Wow.
previously my mother had bought an art set for me, and she said I should not take it to school.
Wow.
And the following day, we had arts as a class that day, and I just decided that if I just put this thing in my bag and I just say it's a book, nothing is going to happen now. I'll just say that it's locked in my room. So I took it to school and I used it. And I used it then. My mom came to pick me and my sister saw the art set. She now said, didn't mommy say that I should not bring this into school? And I was now begging her, please don't tell mommy, please don't tell mommy. So we're on the ride home. Then my sister suddenly told her. And when I got home
She
that
had to
day,
snitch on you, That's
when
the
I
word.
got home that day, oh wow, the king was serious. It was a serious thing. But then after I reflected, I saw the wrong in my actions. I should have asked for permission, or I should just have managed with the school supplies, and I shouldn't really have
Done that.
done that. Yes.
All right. Alhamdulillah. All right. So Zainab.
So yes, there was a time. I am the person that likes social media,
Okay.
but my mom does not want me to be on social media. So there was a time my mom just said, Zainab, come and open your account. I didn't know she found out. She said, come and open your account. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have anything. Then she was like, come and open it for the last time. Then I denied it. Then she collected my laptop. She opened it. And then that day was a sorrow. She told my dad. My dad was very, very angry with me, but did not beat me. They talked to me. They didn't talk to me for like 3 days so that I will reflect on what
What
I
you've done.
did. So they didn't talk to me. After that 3 days, they came, they talked to me about it. Then I was like, okay, inshallah, I'll try not to do it. Like they say, truthfulness is tranquility, while lying is doubt. And that gives me
Seriously, yeah.
peace.
And one unique thing about truth is when you speak the truth, your mind is at rest, just like you have said. But when you tell a lie, you need multiple lies. Just try to cover up just a single lie, and becomes a chain of
It's
lies.
stuck in the web of life.
Yeah, you're stuck in that web. That you're
And
spot on.
my mom is the type of person that if you are lying, she knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Takia.
So I think I would like to talk about the time when I showed courage, even though it was not that easy. So last year, my schoolmate and I went on a karate competition to show our techniques. So basically, karate competition was based on gender because of religious something. So I think maybe because of religious criticism, it was rigged, and at the end I met myself at performing with the other gender. At first I was down, I was crying. Even though there was no physical contact with the other gender, but I was scared that how would I be the only girl among multiple boys? Then my mates and my coach like take care. Just do what you know. Don't look at anybody, just go there, perform. And Alhamdulillah, at the end, I came out with a bronze medal at the end of the match.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. All right. No problem. No problem. Yeah, that's good. So Abdul Majid.
I remember this one time in my JS1. It was not really a big deal. But while we were being served food, the person that was serving accidentally gave me 2 meats instead of one. So I knew that if I eat these 2 meats that I'll enjoy the meat, but I'll later start feeling bad later. Then I now also thought that if I still eat this meat, somebody is not going to get meat to eat. So I decided to
Speak out.
return the meat. And it also reminded me of one song we always sang in my primary school that it says that say the truth no matter how bitter it is. So we should always endeavor to be honest. We should say the truth and we should let the devil be ashamed.
قُلُوا الْحَقَّ وَلَوْ كَانَ مُرًّا. That's the first tradition. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Speak the truth even though it is bitter. All right, good. I love that. Now, here we are, 2026. So, I want to ask now, 20 years from now, 2046. Wow. It seems very far, right?
Yes.
But in reality, I remember that in the year 2000, we just got into a new millennium. That year, that was when I finished secondary school. And we were like, oh, around 2007, thereabout, 7 years down the line. We're already 7 years into, the new millennium. And Nigeria started planning what we call 2020. The agenda to be among the top 20 greatest economies in the world by the year 2020. My sisters, my brothers, this is year 2026, and we're not even among the top 20 economies. So that's to tell you that it's not, I want to talk about 20 years from now. It's not too far away, actually. So, but then I want to ask you. So, by that 2046, what do you want to be remembered for? And not just about what you became, but in terms of the kind of person that you were. So I want you to tell us, probably project yourself into the future. 20 years from now, where would I be and what do I want to be known for? Or what do I want to be remembered for? Who wants to go first? Oh, okay.
Okay. So 20 years from now, all I want people to say about me, to feel about me, that I'm someone who possesses lots of morals, really honesty, truthfulness, compassion, integrity, and so on. I wanted to know me as someone who has deep knowledge in Islam and practice in our daily life. Someone who shows compassion and kindness to everyone around us. That's what I want to be known for.
That's wonderful. All right.
So,
Zainab.
20 years from now, I would like to be remembered not just an accountant, but as a Muslim who has impacted on her society.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. We have a call. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Shehu Sadu. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay. Madam Shehu, go ahead.
Actually, I'm impressed with your program, and I see how you try to build the next generation. And I want to appreciate the fact that you guys are looking into programs like such. And you made mention of Zamfara. I'm from Zamfara as well.
Zainab's
dad.
Yeah.
And okay. If she could not speak on behalf of the Zamfara people, I think I will help her out.
All right.
We are really devastated with what is going on in the state, and we look forward to a better atmosphere in that state.
Inshallah.
Actually, things have gotten bad, and we are looking forward to how things can get better. And with regard to our accounting, I think Zainab is in accounting due to the words I've told her about, and how I want her to manage herself and manage the resources at hand. I'm actually a businessman, and I would like to leave the legacy behind so that they will take over from there.
Inshallah.
I'm truly amazed with your program, and I really love what you're doing.
All right.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khair. It's nice to have your call program. All right. Thank you, sir. So Zainab, that's your dad, actually. And she has spoken of your own Zamfara people. He said, well, they are devastated, but they look forward to better, days for the people of Zamfara, inshallah. All right. So, I think you were the one talking earlier.
Wow. So 20 years from now, I would like to I would like to be remembered not just as a chartered accountant, but as a Muslim who has impacted on people's life, on young youth life,
We have another call. All right. So, hello, what's your name and you're calling from? Walaikum assalam.
My name is Abiodun and I'm calling from Mowi, Ogun State.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abiodun. It's nice to have you on the program. Let's hear your thoughts.
This is a nice conversation from the student of Heritage Global Academy, and I must also thank MPAC and WFM for bringing this, and we look for more of this. And what I also have for the founder of the school is to ensure that they track the success of these students beyond their own, beyond high school, so that when they get to the higher institution, to ensure that they are excel in life, because they are the greatest asset for Islam. I'm so glad to watch this program. In fact, I was fascinated to leave what I'm doing and to really concentrate on what all their conversations. It's a very nice one. Thank you so much.
That's all right. Thank you very much, sir. So that's Mr. Abiodun from Mowe here in Ogun State. And he actually appreciated all of you and appreciated the thoughts that you have shared, and also appreciated the management of the school. And he said the school must actually keep track of your progress. So you're talking about 20 years from now. So not just to be remembered as an accountant. Is that not so? But then before, exactly, let's just wrap up the thought because we are running out of time. Yeah.
Like the paradigm of leadership says, everyone can make a change and everyone can be a leader. So I would like to impact on my community in all, and to be remembered, not to be remembered as a Muslim that her words is guided with amana, ihsan.
No. All right, very good. Before I take up him, now we have this comment from one of our regular listeners, by the name Bola. Actually said, "Good morning, sir, and my dear children from Heritage Global School. I'm proud of you all, and I pray you all can uphold all these thoughts to put our country where we actually belong. Why don't you like to become educators?" Says, I did not hear one of you say I want to become a teacher. Said, two, I also want to encourage you to engage more in volunteerism. It teaches you selflessness. So that's very good. And it says, if you want to change a thing, remember you may find yourself along, but keep pouring the coffee. You will definitely achieve. Thank you very much, MPAC and WFM. Thank you very much, man. All right. So very quickly. So Abraham, 20 years from now.
20 years from now, I want to be remembered for my achievements. Not just a doctor possible of many capabilities, not just a writer of captivating books, but as a Muslim who practiced his religion and who practiced it well, and as a community worker, as somebody who is always open to help. And I want to be remembered as a double-edged sword. So I use this to describe how no matter where I am, I always try to fit in. No matter the situation, I always try to solve it. And no matter the competition, I'm always available.
Inshallah. All right. So Abdul Majid.
I would love to be remembered as someone who was kind, honest, generous, and a steadfast Muslim in both religious and non-religious matters.
That's very good. Now, I want to put you all on the spot, and I want you to make a promise for your parents, for Nigeria, concerning the fact that now this is who I am today, but we want you to give a promise that you will strive to keep as a crew becoming tomorrow's leaders. A promise in very few seconds. Okay. All right. Let me start from. Okay. Zena wants to go first.
So I promise myself, my family, my faith, and my country to become a leader who uses her knowledge to impact on her society.
Good. All right. Take care.
So I promise myself, my family, my faith, my nation that I'll make sure I make great impacts in my community, the society, in this nation. An impact that I go to make Nigeria rise to the greater height where it deserves to be.
All right.
I promise myself, my family, my faith, and my country to be open to constructive criticism and open continuous learning. And I promise to make an impact and solve our current problems so that we can flourish as a nation.
All right. So, Abdul
I promise to never let myself or my parents down, to be a steadfast Muslim and to be a respectful citizen to Nigeria.
All right. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make all these promises become a reality. May Allah make you achieve your dreams and aspirations. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, bless your families, bless all of us, and bless Nigeria as a whole. All right. So we'd like to appreciate all of you. We also like to appreciate your teachers, the school management, your parents, who also made this possible. And at the same time, we also like to thank Impact and the BFF. All right, so I would also like to thank our callers and those who sent in messages. Jazakumullah khairan. We know we can't do this without you, so I appreciate your support. Beyond just coming here today, this program holds every Saturday at this time, 11 to 12. So I want you to, keep it as a habit that you also listen, even though when you're not here, you also listen. So you also learn a lot about Islam, and you might also come in contact with some other Muslim, children from other, schools that would also come here to share their thoughts. So I want you to keep this time in mind in all that you do. Jazakumullah khairan. So you can listen again to this episode or the previous episode of Everyday Muslim on impact-ng.org. Scroll down and click on Impact Project to view Everyday Muslim past uploaded episodes. Follow Everyday Muslim on social media: Facebook, Everyday Muslim, and Instagram, Everyday Muslim 01 as a single word. Inshallah, the program will make its way back to your airwaves, same time, 11 a.m., same station, WFM 91.7 next week. Inshallah, till then, we'd like to say Jazakumullah khairan. Ma'assalam ila liqa. I remain Abdul Hakim Qasim. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.